Samsung is an existing supplier of these, high-powered semiconductors that are used for its driving systems that it markets as full self-driving and autopilot. And contrary to those names, that you cannot buy a Tesla today and have it drive itself for you. You still need to pay attention and keep your hands on the wheel and eyes on the road. But it is the case that those systems are becoming more capable, and that Tesla's trying to kind of press the issue with them to the point where they're taking people out of the driver's seat and having supervisors in the passenger seat of cars in Austin, Texas, and trying to take that elsewhere as well. This will be interestingly, Musk announced overnight that they will be going to a TSMC chip for the next generation of semis that they use, and then go to Samsung, relying on supply from this plant in Texas that Samsung is poised to open in the near future.
And when near future, how long does it take to build a fab plant? The cool kids say fab,
That's
right?
what they do. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a project on Samsung's part that's been in the works for some time, right? And so they were sort of moved actually by the CHIPS Act under the Biden administration, and Trump was critical of the CHIPS Act on the campaign trail, and yet we've seen sort of a continuation and somewhat of an embrace of it as we've seen a change in the White House. In terms of the exact timing of when exactly this new AI chip will be coming out of that Texas factory, it's not yet clear from Musk's posting on X, and the companies have not said much because they of course agreed to some privacy here that Musk proceeded to sort of loosen up on
Right.
at least over social media.
Craig, do we know at this stage to what extent Elon Musk is engaged in the day-to-day, the strategic of Tesla now that he's stepped back from his Doge responsibilities?
I mean, I think you can glean so much from his activity on X as to what he's paying attention to, and it absolutely is the case that we're seeing him posting more about things like this deal with Samsung, and I do think that that's helpful sort of for sentiment around Tesla. And yet, I would say too that if there was a sort of scorecard or sort of an informal scorecard that you'd be keeping track of where he's sort of devoting most of his time and attention to, I would say it's as much or more on XAI and just AI in general than it is on Tesla specifically. You heard from him a few months ago that he would really be turning his attention back to Tesla, as he was making his way out of the White House. But I think, the amount of attention and emphasis he's put on trying to catch up to the likes of OpenAI and Google in artificial intelligence and LLMs is, definitely exceeds, the amount of noise we're hearing from him about the day-to-day inner workings of Tesla.